I'm Darlene R. Taylor, a multidisciplinary artist from Washington, D.C., with roots in Virginia and Maryland. These places make up the landscapes, vistas, waterways, and architecture in my work. My art engages the language of prose and poetry, the visual art of silhouette, collage, and needlework, and a persistent quest into the personal and public archives. My work is about memory, what we remember and what is collected, and what more can be said, especially from the underheard and underimagined stories of Black life, especially the journeys of girlhood to womanhood, familyhood and motherhood, and the memory keeping of elders and the lands where they made home. History drive my curiosity to understand the past. When looking at time-worn photographs, I aim to touch behind the gaze of Black mothers and know their longings. Female figures center my narratives, and I stand beside them to see the world as they did and imagine their stories. The stories they offer me are heirlooms. Heirlooms are objects of value within a family that are collected, preserved, and passed from one generation to another. A collection of memories, home life textiles, and stories. And for the beauty she gave us, I'm meditating on personal and public archival photographs of Black mothers in a moment of reflection in landscapes around the Chesapeake waters. All around the history of the land that touches those waters is a history of their touch. Land they tilled, children they nursed, homes where they gathered, and even at the end of their long days, the land that holds them in eternal rest. Their presence lingers along the water, fields, buildings, and wide skies. I want to know the history of their days, not from the public archive, but from their whispers, secret glances, and touch, the way they would hold on and hold back. That's something the public archive does not tell me. Often I only see them named by the jobs that they did, the tasks they were expected to do or required to do. A place where they moved between from here to there, but not by their names. These everyday women between the labor of chores and the walk home, I wonder what they might have felt. History told from a louder voice in the room will miss her story. She knows history is too often only half told. There's more to say than what's been said. I collect what's been preserved of their memories in the cloths that might have been touched by these women. Handkerchiefs, table and kitchen linens, the napkins and pillowcases they may have embroidered, the bits of last year's blouse cut down to fit, or the patches from mending. The textiles in these works hold memory in pattern and stitch and texture. So I can imagine the world around them, imagine the world these women lived in, imagine the world as they saw it, because there are those markers in place that remind me of where she lived. I can imagine inside, a place where her voice was heard, a room of love and faces of those who love her, look for her, care for her. This is Black family survival. And her line goes on for generations, through the cloths that were shared between the generations, passing through time and hands from mother to daughter and friend to friend. I'm inspired by the poetry of Lucille Clifton, who wrote of generations of family, her children, her home. Her memoir, Generations, makes me aware of the duty to remember when she asks, who remembers the names of slaves? And she answers, the children of slaves. So I remember those who time would forget, but the landscapes, seascapes, and architecture do not. So I write, silhouette, and collage to honor them. The mothers who pass down the cloths and create this heirloom series are lovingly remembered, and my work continues in storytelling through heirloom materials.